Welcome back to my channel. Today we're doing something very exciting. I'm showing you guys how to make the ultimate chocolate cake. This is soft, moist, fluffy. Oh, I'm getting excited. Think of the best chocolate cake you've had. And then forget about it and it's gonna be mine. I can guarantee this can replace any recipe. Wait, hold on. Since I'm sharing this secret recipe with you, all I'm asking, hit that subscribe button. Hit it, and the notification bell so you know when our next recipe or video is coming out. Let's get started. So as you can see, most of my ingredients is laid out here, and we have a big bowl and a whisk. We're gonna do this by hand because this recipe is that easy. Now, if you want to use a stand mixer, you completely can. I'm just being lazy. I don't feel like taking it out, washing it. So we're just gonna use a whisk. We're gonna be old-fashioned, all right? So first thing we're gonna do is prepare our dry ingredient. So we need 3/4 cup of cocoa powder. Boop, that was powdery. This is my favorite cocoa powder. It's Hershey's cocoa. This is what I use for every recipe. It's super chocolatey and chocolate. It's very chocolate. It's very chocolate forward. It's delicious. I highly recommend this one. We need 1 cup and 3/4 of flour. Boop. We need 2 cups of sugar. Oh, I need a restock on sugar. 1. Now, normally you cream the butter and sugar together. That's too much work. We're not doing that today. This is literally all gonna be done in one bowl. Just trust me. So far we have flour, cocoa powder, and sugar. We're now gonna add in some baking powder. We're gonna use 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Boop. Super simple. 2 teaspoons of baking soda. Now, whenever people don't know how to bake, they're always like, baking soda, and on the packaging, they always like make it laundry-like. This is for baking too. Baking soda you use in baking. So we're gonna use 2 teaspoons, 1, 2. And then we need 1 teaspoon of salt. And you're gonna give this a good whisk. This is what it should look like. Basically, it's gonna look like your cake mix. However, there's no artificial chemicals, all that nasty stuff in it. So now what we're gonna do is add in 2 eggs. 1, boop, up. I'm the messiest baker. Like, we just started and my apron's already messy. I'm just gonna whisk in the egg slightly, add in your second egg. Give that a good mix. We're literally almost done. It's that easy. We're now gonna add in our oil. We need 1/4 cup of oil. We're also gonna add in some melted butter. Now we're using oil and butter for one reason. Using oil in a cake adds moisture to a cake. It makes the cake so soft and moist. However, butter has flavor, but what does butter do? Butter dries out a cake. It's not fully fat, there's some water in it, and that could lead to a dry cake. We don't want that, but we want the flavor of butter. So what we're gonna do is 1/4 cup of oil, 1/4 cup of butter. Now we get the best of both worlds. It's the best of both worlds. 1/4 cup of butter, melted. Up, get in there. And we also need 1 cup of buttermilk. Now you might not have buttermilk. Ooh, that was satisfying. Now, you might have not heard of buttermilk, or you might not have it readily available. You could use milk, but I highly suggest getting some buttermilk. They sell at every major grocery store. And the benefit of buttermilk, the science of buttermilk, the acidity in buttermilk reacts to the baking soda, which not only gives like a moister, fluffier cake, but gives it so much softness. So I can't suggest it enough. And let's say you're saying, oh, Justin, I don't know what to do with the rest of the buttermilk. Hello, buttermilk pancakes. Get to it. And we're gonna give this a good mix. We're also gonna add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. 1, 2. Whoops, you know what? It's okay if you add a little bit more. This is what it should be looking like. It's gonna be like a very thick chocolate cake batter. But we're not finished, we have one last ingredient. This is a secret ingredient. We need 1/2 cup of hot coffee. That was rude. Now, coffee, I hate coffee. So do I. The coffee you will not taste. The coffee enhances the chocolate flavor. It does some magic in there. I can guarantee though you will not taste the coffee because I despise coffee. Like, promise you will not taste it. And the heat of the coffee is just really gonna boost that chocolatey flavor. So 1/2 cup. And let's say you don't have coffee, you could use hot water. Same idea, I would recommend the coffee though. And we're gonna give this one final mix. Mix, mix, mix. This is what the batter should look like. You can see it's pretty thin now once we added the hot coffee, and it's oh so delicious. But you know, we have to taste test, we have to. So this recipe makes 2 8-inch cakes, or you can make 3 6-inch cakes. Let's say you have to make a tiered cake. This recipe is so easy to double, triple, quadruple, five-druple. This recipe, super easy. This is my favorite cooking spray. You cannot forget this step. Do not be like those amateurs on TV. You have to grease your cake pans. If you don't do this, the cake will stick. Now, this is my favorite cooking spray. I use Chef's Quality. I get it from Restaurant Depot. And these are my favorite cake pans. They look like they've been through it. Because they have. These are Fat Daddy-O's cake pans. I'll link them down below for you. They're my favorite. I can't suggest it enough. So we're gonna give this a good spray. This spray, I don't even need parchment paper. It will slide right out. But if you want to be extra sure, you can put a piece of parchment paper right on your cake pan, and that will guarantee no sticking. But I'm being lazy. So now all we're gonna do is portion off the batter between the 2 pans. First pan. Ooh, do you see that pour? Oh my God, do you see how velvety, creamy? This cake is so good. And get it all out, get it in there, get it in there. Bake the cakes in a preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 20 to 30 minutes. Every oven is different, so make sure you check them out. Now, this step is mandatory. You have to lick the whisk. Oh, that's so good, so good. Now while the cakes are baking, I'm just gonna prepare a super easy frosting recipe. Let me know in the comments below if you guys want a frosting recipe. I make the best frosting there is. It literally tastes like ice cream. I guarantee it. But let me know if you guys want that recipe next. I think I can share it. I think. Ta-da! Y'all, you need the recipe. Do you see that? Oh, it's just like ice cream. Oh, it's so good. Okay, I gotta save it for the cake. Do you see how moist, soft, delicious that look? Look at that. Oh my God, do you see that glow? Oh my God, okay. So we're gonna flip out the pans. Boop. Boop. Do you see this? It's the best. I had to do quality control. I had to. So we're gonna decorate this cake. I have a little cake board here. Now the vibe we're going for is like a homemade, classic grandma style cake. So we're not going for really pretty. We're not going for super smooth edges, sharp edges, none of that. But if you do want a pretty cake, you could click this link up here and it will take you to a tutorial on exactly how to make custom, beautiful cakes. This one's gonna look like yum, like, ooh, I wanna eat that, okay? Normally, whenever I use cakes, I always make sure they're frozen. Today, they're not frozen. Now, if you want the full written recipe to this chocolate cake, I'm gonna leave it in the description box below, and it'll break it down for you, baby. We're gonna add in some icing. Boop, boop. This is like a chocolate lover's cake. Don't mind my bite mark, but we're just gonna smooth out the icing. Again, if you need help with this, we have a tutorial for you. And we're now just gonna add in our top tier. You gotta do a little jump. If you're not jumping, like, you're doing it wrong. So again, we're not going for the prettiest cake. We're going for like, oh my God, that looks so delicious, homemade, grandma just made a cake. So we're just gonna go for like, I don't even know. We're gonna let the heart decide. I'm just adding more frosting. I'm gonna do like a little swirl. Add some to the sides. I hope I made enough. Whoops. Okay, how does that look, y'all? How does that look? I think it looks very delicious. I think we're gonna add some sprinkles, because sprinkles make everything better. There we go. Oh my God, the color. Perfect. Should we add sprinkles on the sides or that's too much? I think we're gonna go for it. Just a little. Okay, y'all, be honest. Did that make it ugly? You know I know how to decorate cake. Don't do me dirty. And this is what it looks like. Oh, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay, wait. Let me get you close up. I'm sorry. I can't wait any longer. But do you see how good this looks? Do you see that? Oh my God. Oh my God. It's moist, it's fluffy, it's moist, it's chocolatey. If you make this recipe, be sure to let me know in the comments. Tag me. I want to see you guys recreate this recipe. And be sure to hit that notification bell and subscribe so you know when our next video is coming out. Enough talking. I gotta eat. Justin, you're so talented. Do I have chocolate in my teeth? Ugh.